I think I'm gonna do a wrap up.
Reports on one person already using the brand new system.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to do a wrap up. I have not done a wrap up since, I don't know, but I know I have not done one this year yet, and I didn't actually plan to do one anytime soon because they're not my favorite. So I just filmed a video, so if you see another video soon and I kind of look the same, maybe just in a different shirt, let's just keep that between us. Hopefully going to do a very quick wrap up because most of these are graphic novels and comics, and I am in the process of baking. So let's just get into this wrap up. The first one I read was Nimona, and I was really hesitant to pick this up just because I didn't think it would be something that I would personally enjoy, just like the story, and fantasy is not like the top of my priority list, but this was really good. I actually really loved it. I did not think it would make me laugh, and this is about a young girl named Nimona who wants to be an apprentice to a super villain, and they go and try to basically beat his enemy. But it was really cute. It made me laugh, and I highly recommend it if you are looking for like a light fantasy laugh and just a good time and want like a feel-good story. The second thing that I read was Paper Girls Volume 1, and I have been meaning to pick this up for a very long time. I really love the covers to the Paper Girls series. I love like the sci-fi, I love the friend group, especially the friend group. The art style in this, the colors, I love it. I absolutely love it, and I will be continuing Paper Girls throughout the series, so I'm really excited to just continue with that. And then I went ahead and read Motor Crush Volume 2, and if you have not read Motor Crush, please read Motor Crush. I love this series. We have Domino, or Dom, and her ex-girlfriend Lola, and a couple of her friends from street racing that are in this. And Crush is a drug that is used for your engines, motor engines, bike engine, which is illegal to make your bike go faster. And there's just a lot of other things I can't really say or else I will give away, but it is sci-fi, action, adventure, sports if you're into that. The next graphic novel I read was Saga Volume 6, and I read this for the Animal Crossing readathon. For a prompt, I think able sisters to read a book with a strong family theme, and if you know Saga, you know this is about a family, a very strong family. I love Saga so much. I just really love seeing Hazel grow up, to like following your family and just seeing Hazel grow up and seeing how they all get along or don't get along as a family and then coming back together. And I really love this. Lots of crazy fun in this. So yeah, these next two I'm gonna mention together just so I can get them out of the way. The Tea Dragon Society and the Tea Dragon Festival, which are freaking amazing. My favorite right now is the Tea Dragon Festival. If you have not read the Tea Dragon Society yet, please, if you can and you're able to, please read this and get to the Tea Dragon Festival. I am really happy that I finally picked these up and that I own them, and I cannot wait for the third one to come out. I'm not sure the title, but I am really excited to just continue with this. And the second one does have sign language in it. I was really happy that I turned the page, like the first few pages, and saw that there was sign language in this, which is something that I actually really want to learn. I took a couple online classes for. I teach my son. I try to teach my son that, but it's something that I was really excited for. Plus the tea dragons are really cute and all the info's on the back. So yeah. Next graphic novel I read was Sheets, and honestly not my favorite. It's about a girl losing her mother, and she is running this laundromat by herself because her dad is just kind of depressed after the loss of their mother, and she has a little brother who she's looking after along with her dad, and she is fighting just a very not so nice guy that is trying to take over the laundromat. I think what kept my interest in this was the art. I really love the colors and the art style in this. It is a sad story, but overall it wasn't my favorite, but I'm really happy that I did read this. I did like the end. I think that was like my favorite, but a lot of the middle part I just kind of wanted to like hurry and like rush through it. But overall I actually had a really good reading month, so I'm not like saying I hated this, but March was a really good reading month. So yeah, Next thing I read was Dancing at the Pity Party, and this is an arc provided by Penguin Teen. This is also about loss and death, but Tyler wrote this story about her mother who she lost to cancer, and she basically wrote changes she saw in her mom before and during and after. It actually has some funny moments in this, which I really enjoyed. It's like somebody's telling you a story about their family member without the interruptions of somebody else. They're just telling you everything that they wanted to tell you. This actually comes out this month, April 2020. I'm not sure the exact date, but I will link it down below if you're interested in it. And then I did listen to 2 audiobooks back to back. I listened to Ignite Me and Restore Me, which are part of the Shatter Me series, and I am officially obsessed. I am obsessed with Warner. I actually listened to those 2 audiobooks and then immediately ordered the novellas for these so I can just like have everything, because I needed more Warner, I need more Kenji. Shatter Me is just a dystopian novel, and Juliet, she has powers. Her touch can kill you. If she touches you for too long, you will die. It reminds me of like a dystopian YA X-Men kind of. I don't know if that's like really way off or weird, but that's what it reminds me of sometimes. I really, really love it. And then I read Catching Fire. I actually listened to this on audio. It was a reread. I am not a huge rereader, so I was kind of dreading, I guess, going into it, but I'm actually really enjoying it because I am rereading the trilogy for the prequel in May, and I actually am currently listening to Mockingjay, but last month I did listen to Catching Fire. Absolutely loved it, of course. I just realized that PETA really annoys me because he just can't do much except for be hurt, and yeah, but really love everything that I loved about it the first time. And my last read of March was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I love my thrillers, I love my mysteries. Usually it's not YA because I feel like YA is a little bit less believable than adult thrillers, if that makes any sense at all. But I do love YA thrillers. Somebody was murdered a few years ago. Her name was Andy, and they believe it was her boyfriend Sal, who they found later in the woods, who had committed suicide. And Pippa does not believe that it was Sal because she knew Sal, and she knew Sal to be the nicest, sweetest, most helpful person in this town. So she seeks out and hunts everybody down to interview them, and there's just a lot of characters. She teams up with Sal's brother to actually help clear his name from the murder, and I thought it was just a really good story. And what I really liked is that the main character Pippa and Sal's brother weren't put together to be in a super main romantic relationship. Like, that wasn't the theme, and I really enjoy that because romance is not my #1 favorite thing to read, and when it's all about that, it makes me less interested. I do like it if I'm in the mood, but the fact that it was like a mystery thriller, I had no issue with it, and it wasn't like a huge theme. But I really did like this. This book made me so upset at the end. It made me so upset, it made me sad, it made me just really upset, mostly at the characters, not at the book, but like the characters. Those are the things that I just wanted to mention for my wrap up. A lot of them were graphic novels, obviously, you can tell, but I had a really good reading month in March until like the end, because that's when everything kind of started getting really crazy. I am participating in the owls right now, so I'm hoping I can pick up my reading again. Anyways, let me know if you guys read any of these graphic novels, and let me know if you have any more graphic novel recommendations for me to read, because I am super into them right now. But I will see you guys next time. Oh my gosh, it's 84 degrees right now in Arizona. I love my state. I love the heat. It's fine.